someone in our space after being single for so long. Use your words. I'm not gonna sit here and practice gratitude. We don't. I do not know why you should be serious about him. I'm very good at muting. Those containers are crazy. Like, what the freak? Everything needs to slow down right now. Now. Crying does something nothing else will ever do. What's up guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, hi, my name is Makena. Thank you for joining me today, and if you feel like you can subscribe, it's fine, it's allowed, you can subscribe. Thank you. I'm back with another girl talk, the final girl talk of 2023, which I think is crazy. I feel like the year has gone by so fast. Normally I would post a vlog as my last video, but I felt like this year I wanted to do it differently from the other years, and also because if you follow me on my Instagram, you would know I'm having issues with my back. So the other reason why I don't really have a vlog is because I've not really been moving around a lot. Normally in December I'm up and about, I'm just moving around, but this year I've had to take it easy for the sake of my back. So that's the other reason why I don't have a vlog for December. Yeah, I've really just been taking it easy. I'm actually usually lying down most of the time. Honestly, I'm usually just on my bed. Yeah, just trying to give my back a break because it's not fun. Having back issues is not fun. It is not fun. I'm really excited for this video. I don't know why. I think I really enjoy filming girl talks, honestly. I'm coming to realize I may just enjoy filming girl talks. Probably. But yeah, let's just get into it. I'll be doing my makeup as well that I need to post on my Instagram. I'm killing two birds with one stone. I'm gonna be creating a New Year's look and I have no idea what I'm gonna do. Usually I don't have a plan when it comes to my makeup looks. I will just go with the flow, and that has come to bite me in the behind more than once. But yeah, I'm apparently going with the flow today as well, so let's just hope for the best. Yeah, let's get into it. Hey Siri, play For More by TXT.
Back for More by Tomorrow by Together and Anita, now playing on Apple Music.
I've really been into matching my eyebrows to my hair, so I'm gonna be doing that today as well. I'm going to be using a brown eyeshadow to do my eyebrows. I'm gonna go straight into the topics and the questions. Do you get worried about being single? Honestly, no. No. It's something I think about, yes, but I don't think I get worried about it. I don't know if I get worried, really. I don't think worried is a word I would use. Something that I usually think about and that I've talked about with my friends as well, because I do have friends who, although I have one friend, my best friend, her and I went through a breakup around the same time, and we've both been single for like the same amount of time. We usually talk about how hard it is to let someone in our space after being single for so long. That's what usually goes through my head. I think I'm more worried about what I'll do when I meet someone. Like, how will I react? Will I even be willing to open up, you know? When you've been single for a while, you get used to being in your space and it's just like you and you. So usually I wonder, like, how will I react when I meet someone and I'm like, okay, this is someone I would actually like to talk to and all of that. I'm so curious how I'd actually handle that. Everyone has their own timings for everything. Everything happens at specific times for everyone. So I think me being single right now it's like part of my journey. It's the way my life is supposed to go, basically. So I'm just gonna enjoy where I am right now, and when I meet someone, I will hope and pray that I know how to handle the situation. How to know if a guy likes you? He'll say it and he'll show it. For me, I do not believe in hints. if you want me to know something, use your words. I'm not gonna sit here and try and decipher your hints. Yeah, just gonna have to tell me straight. Actually, one thing about me, I'm not gonna see your hints. Like, I'm not gonna get hints. I can be a bit oblivious. I don't know if that's the word. Like, I will not get hints. So you're gonna have to be direct. You're gonna have to come to me direct for me to know. I don't think it's like rocket science or something. If a guy likes you, he will tell you and he'll show you. For me, if it's not said to me directly, then it's not happening. I don't even know what you're saying. You're gonna have to come to me direct. There's a TikTok I saw about this girl who thought a guy liked her because he was giving her hints, and in the end apparently he said he was just being nice. So when I tell y'all, hints are not it, they're not it. If he's not said it, then it's not happening. I'm 19 and have never been in a relationship before. Should I be worried? I'm gonna say there's no timeline. People experience life differently, so there's no timeline to when you should do certain things. You don't need to get married by a specific age. You don't need to move out at a specific age. You don't need to build your first house when you're 26. You don't need to buy your first car when you're 22. You don't need to get into your first relationship by the time you're whatever age. I guess it's what society has ingrained in our brains, that we should do certain things at certain times, and I don't think it's the case. Everyone's life is different. We all can't live the same lives. It's not possible, just due to the fact that we're all different. I'm about to do something very crazy and I'm kind of scared. Personally, I got into my first relationship when I was 19. Maybe because you're around people who have already had their first relationship, it could be adding on to the pressure, but I don't think you need to worry. Your time will come, and when your time comes, I hope you have a good experience, but I don't think you need to be worried. I think you're fine. For me, part of the reason was because I was really shy. I was extremely shy, and I'm still quite shy. That's part of the reason why I got into my first relationship late, which is not even late, it's literally not late. So yeah, I don't think it's something you need to be worried about. Your time will come, and like I said, I really hope you have a good experience. I can't believe I'm doing this on my YouTube. This is not the kind of makeup I do on my YouTube. What lesson from 2023 are you taking with you to 2024? 2023 has taught me the importance of gratitude. Like, just being grateful for everything, literally everything. There's a lot that I've achieved in 2023 that were part of my prayers in 2022, and I think wanting to constantly improve yourself can kind of make you blind. I don't know if blind is a word, but constantly wanting to just keep improving yourself can sometimes blind you to what you've already achieved. I've mentioned this on my Instagram. When I was doing a Q&A at some point, someone asked me, what are my goals? Like, what are the goals that keep me up at night? Obviously, I said I have a number because it's a number. And I went on to say that I was afraid I wasn't enjoying where I was because I was constantly thinking about where I wanted to be. I wasn't grateful about what I had already achieved in the moment. I was just looking to the future, like, what do I want to achieve next? What's next? What's next? I don't know when it was exactly. I just sat down and I decided to look back on the year and what I've done and what I've managed to achieve up to this point. And I realized that I actually haven't taken a second to just be grateful for what I've done and for everything that has worked out for me, I guess. I have a tendency to just want to be on the go and see what's next. I think after that sit down with myself, I realized that I needed to be more grateful about what I already have. It's okay to look to the future and look forward to what's next, but being grateful for where you are in the moment is also very important. That's something I want to carry with me into 2024. Just taking a second to practice gratitude. As I look forward to what's next, just being thankful for what has been. Weight loss tips. This question I usually avoid with everything in me. I usually avoid it. It's not that I don't see the question. I usually avoid it because of a couple of reasons. Weight is a very sensitive topic. It's a very sensitive topic, and I know it can be triggering for some. And I don't want my page to be a place where people feel triggered. It's a very touchy subject, and that's why I avoid it. The other reason why I avoid it, and I'm going to continue avoiding it, and that is exactly what I'm doing right now, is because we're all different. We all have different bodies, and I could give you tips or the methods that I used, and they might not work for you, and then I become the bad guy because it's not working. And the other reason is because the methods I used, you may not agree with them. You may think it's crazy that I stopped eating certain foods, or that I was working out for a specific amount of time. The only thing I can do, and the only thing I have been doing up to this point, is I can give you advice. I think everyone who's asked me this question on DM and I've answered them, I normally just give them advice. I will not give you a specific method. I think it's better if you do your own research and like build your own routine based off of your own research and based off of what you want to achieve and all of that, because like I've said, we're all so different. Like even I, in the beginning, I was following other people's methods and it was just making me frustrated because it was some of the methods I just didn't want to do, or I didn't agree with and didn't see myself doing them, and I would end up frustrated because I would try those methods and they wouldn't work and I would end up stuck. So for me, I'm just gonna give you all advice, and with that advice, I think you can build up your own routine that you can follow and that you can enjoy actually following. Because I think for me, the fact that I was actually enjoying like the routine I was following, it really helped. It helped quite a bit. So I'm gonna give you guys advice. I'm not gonna give you guys tips. I think the first thing I would say is figure out what your goal is. For me, I just wanted to feel better. That actually was my main driving force. I wanted to feel better. Once you figure out the why, then you can start looking for methods. You can do your research on all the methods that are out there. Figure out the ones that you're actually willing to stick to, because you're gonna have to be very consistent for them to actually work. It's not gonna be easy. It's not gonna take a week, 2 weeks. It's gonna take some time. So make sure it's something that you can actually stick to and something that you actually enjoy. I think for me, the fact that I found something that I really enjoy doing is the reason why I was able to make the progress that I did. And that's literally all that you need. Figure out why you're doing it, figure out how you're gonna do it, and then stick to it. Be consistent. Be extremely consistent. Consistency is key to everything. Literally everything. Consistency is key. But yeah, consistency is key. So yeah, that's all I'm willing to say. I'm sorry, I'm not gonna give you the method that I followed. I'm not gonna do that. I'm sorry. I'm gonna have to be the enemy here and say I am not gonna give you guys my method. And yeah, I think those 3 tips are really gonna help though. Figure out why, figure out how, and then be consistent. That's all you need. Also, don't compare yourself and your journey. Everyone is different. People, even the way people lose weight is different. The results are different. You could be following the exact same routine, but the results are gonna be different. So don't compare yourself, and love yourself throughout the whole process. Love yourself in whatever stage. At every stage, love yourself. Show yourself love. That's actually all I'm willing to say about that. So moving on. How to build confidence. Fake it till you make it, or at least that's what worked for me. I've not always been the way I am right now. I've not always been confident. Literally, I started acting like a confident person, and I think tricked my brain into believing I'm confident, and now I'm actually confident. Literally, you can convince yourself into being whatever you want to be. And that's why I think when I was answering in my last girl talk, if I'm not wrong, I was answering a question about how to level up, and I said start picturing yourself as the person you want to level up to, and you'll end up being that person. And it's literally the same thing. Like, if you want to be a confident person, start acting like a confident person. Like, start adapting the qualities of a person who's considered confident, and you will actually end up being that person. So literally, just start showing up as your most confident self. Start dressing up as her or him. Just everything you do, let it be directed towards being this confident person that you want to be, and literally you'll end up being that person. If you look at my Instagram, or even if you look at my YouTube, I'm not the same person I was when I started YouTube. Like, my first ever video compared to this video, there's a difference. There's a very big difference, and there's an insert right there. If you compare Makena in 2020 I believe that's when I started YouTube. And if you look at who I am today, there's a very big difference, And that's just from showing up as the person I wanted to be. Start showing up as whoever you want to be, and you will be that person. Prioritizing yourself. I put this as a topic because for me, for a very long time, I found it difficult to actually put myself first. Like, I was constantly putting everyone else before myself. Out of wanting to be, I guess, selfless, but in the process, I was actually hurting myself. I was not happy. I found myself doing things I didn't actually want to do. Because I wanted to keep other people happy. Like, it was always someone else before Makena. I was always doing what someone else wanted. I was never doing what I wanted. I don't even think I was living authentically. I was living based off of what someone else wanted and never what I wanted. And it's such a bad way to live because you're never actually happy. Because you're not actually doing what you want to do. So you're never actually happy. And it's not fun. Put yourself first. And I don't think putting yourself first equates to being selfish, because I've seen that discussion somewhere, like putting yourself first coming off as selfish. I don't think just because you put yourself first it means you're selfish. Putting yourself first means that you care about yourself and you care about actually living as your true self. Y'all, there's this combination I've been using for my concealer and it's crazy. Do y'all see my eyes? I use this pink shade, this pinkish shade and this shade, and it's everything. It's a perfect combination. It's crazy. I've actually been using this palette for everything, like for my contour, for my concealer, and it's amazing. It's like everything in one. Feeling anxious about the future. I think it's normal. It's completely normal to wonder what's gonna come next. Like, where am I gonna be in 5 years? What am I gonna be doing in 1 month? To me, it means you actually care about your future and it's something that you think about. But I also think it's like what I was saying earlier about being grateful about where you are. It's so easy to get caught up in what's gonna happen next that you forget to enjoy where you are. So I would say it's important to enjoy where you are. We actually don't know what the future holds, and yes, we can try and plan for it, but the future is the future. Like, we don't know how it's gonna go, you know? So I think it's really important to enjoy where you are. Dealing with inconsistent men. We don't. We only deal with people who know what they want and are intentional about what they want. The inconsistent ones can make their way out. These concealers are crazy. Like, what the freak? I've never really dealt with cream, concealer, and contour, and I have no idea why. It does everything. Like, if he's not serious about you, then I do not know why you should be serious about him. That's just me though. It's just me. Would you lower your standards for anyone? I think it depends. What standards exactly? If it's moral standards, like what I stand for morally, then no. But if it's other things like, I guess, what I think my type is, if I would date someone who's not my type and all of that, yeah, that I don't mind. I don't really like contouring my nose. I used to really like contouring my nose, but like, I'm having second thoughts. Do looks matter more than personality? No, I think personality comes before looks, but then again, this is a weird one because when you see someone, you don't see the personality, you see their looks first. So obviously what will attract a person is the looks, but I think a personality is what will keep a person. So that's why I say looks are not more important. It's personality first and then looks, but obviously what attracts us first is looks. Having a small circle. Being introverted, I've always been someone who had a small circle. I've never really been a part of a big circle. I've always had just very few people around me, and I think for me it'll always be quality over quantity. Any day, quality over quantity, because you could have like 20 friends, but how many can you actually go to? How did you get over your last breakup? I cried a lot. I think crying actually is what helped me get over the breakup. Like, forget all the other methods. Crying is what did it for me. That's what got me through. That time, I didn't have the luxury of like going out to meet friends and all of that. All the other ways that are usually given on the internet to get over a breakup, like go meet with friends, go out for lunch, go hiking. It was during COVID. I was seated in the house with my thoughts. So when I say crying is what helped, I mean it. But if I was to give methods of how to get over a breakup, I would say go out with friends, keep yourself distracted, but also don't run away from your thoughts and your emotions. Allow yourself to cry if you need to. Watch a sad movie or something. Journaling helped me a lot because, like I've said, I could not go out to meet my friends, so journaling helped a lot. But I'm telling you, crying does something nothing else will ever do. There's just something about it. How to be comfortable spending time alone. Start doing things on your own. I think for me, when I started actually enjoying things on my own is when I started actually enjoying spending my alone time, because even I at some point would want to be around people constantly. But when I started doing things I actually enjoy with myself, I actually started enjoying my own company. So I think that could be a starting place. Like, start doing small things that you enjoy on your own. You could do things like go out for a solo date or something, and eventually you actually just find yourself actually enjoying that alone time. How to be comfortable with yourself. Don't compare yourself with other people. When you start comparing yourself to other people, you'll never be content with who you are. You'll end up believing that there's someone who is better than you, when in reality there's actually no one who is better than you. Everyone is unique in their own way. You always think you can look like this person, you can talk like this other person, and you can act like this person, so you'll actually never be comfortable with who you are. Accept yourself as you are and love yourself as you are. Even I sometimes find myself comparing myself to other people, and when I see myself doing that, I actually just like disengage. If it's on Instagram, I will not enter Instagram, or I will mute that person. Yeah, I'm very good at muting on Instagram. It's something I do quite a bit. But if it's for my own peace, then I will do it. Sometimes it's not even conscious. It's not like you actively want to compare yourself to other people. It's something we do unconsciously. And that's why I also think time off of the internet is important. And that's why sometimes I pull disappearing acts on Instagram, because I do find myself comparing myself. I'm human. I experience things the same way everyone does. Yeah, I would actually say the main way would be not to compare yourself to anyone else. Accept that you're the best version there is, because there's literally no other version of you. So you're literally the best version of you. I'm scared of what life will be after uni. This is another topic that I completely relate to, because when I was leaving university, I was so worried about what I would do next. Like, I fully did not want to finish uni because of that reason. Because life has always been so planned out from the time we were kids. Like, you know, you're entering primary school, and then you go into high school and then university. I think that's why when you're almost done with uni, there's a level of anxiety that comes with it. It's that uncertainty that makes us feel anxious, because what's next? The next level from there, it's for you to decide. It's actually up to you. It's no longer up to whoever is raising you. So I understand feeling anxious. I think it's normal. Life has a way of working itself out, and is very weird and interesting. Believe that life is gonna work out for you, that once you're done, you're gonna find your way. I remember fully not wanting uni to end, because I was like, oh my god. I was just like, everything needs to slow down right now. There's beauty in believing that things will work out for you. Again, there's the whole aspect of what you put out into the universe is what comes back. So if you put out that things are working out for you, that's what's gonna come back. Things will work out for you. So yeah, I needed to take a quick break off camera because of my back, so there's probably like a big difference in lighting. If not, my camera is amazing, but I'm expecting a change in lighting. If not, then the camera is doing what it needs to do. But I just put on lashes and the gems around my eyes, and it's giving New Year's. This is a very New Year's look. Like, it's just giving I'm going to a party because of the gems. Literally, if it was not for the gems, I think this would be just like a regular look. But the gems are making it very New Year's. To me at least. It's giving New Year's. I like it, it's very pretty. I'm gonna see if I can take pictures for Instagram. If I'm too tired, I won't. If I can, I will. But anyway, thank you guys for watching. Please make sure you subscribe if you feel like, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.